Welcome to the Millennium Mom Podcast.
Yes. How are you guys?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good.
I'm doing so good, just enjoying the weather.
Yes.
I'm not feeling cold as much anymore, guys.
Well, guess what, guys? Guess what? We've got another dilemma.
Oh,
Right,
Let's
let's
hear
read
this
I
this.
love it when the dilemmas come through.
We love the dilemmas.
Right, listen to this, okay? Salam, sisters. I just want to say I appreciate the podcast. I love all your personality, sisters.
I love that.
I just need some advice. I'm a single mother that suffers from mom guilt all the time. My child dad is inconsistent. He comes to see my child every 3 months, sometimes once in a blue moon for a walk. He doesn't help him with money whatsoever. My son said he doesn't want to see my dad, his dad, anymore as he's heartbroken and he broke so many promises. I can see the damage it has done to my son completely. What should I do? Respect my son or force him to see his dad? Right. This is my blood boil.
Yeah.
Right. Go on, Faye. You tell how it is.
Yep, go on, girl.
No,
You can
guys
go
start.
in. Me,
Yeah, you start.
Okay.
What do you think about this dilemma?
Well, what was she asking at the end? What did she ask?
She
Something
said,
about the son doesn't want.
what should I do? Respect my son
How old is the son?
or force him to see his dad? No, it didn't say how old.
so we
if
don't
he's
know
broken
how
or something,
old he
yeah.
is.
He sounds big enough to
Yeah,
If he
understood.
could communicate and
that-
say,
and
I
that's
don't want
big.
to see his dad, I
That's
would respect
big.
his wishes.
Yeah, that's big.
I would respect his wishes because if you don't even want to see him, because we're doing it for him to create that bond, I would encourage him. I would encourage my son to go
Have a relationship.
to have a relationship
I
with
think
his
that's the right
dad.
thing to do. Yeah.
But if he's constantly saying, I don't want to see him, I don't want to see him, I'm going to torture him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to force it to happen. And I can't create that bond. That's between the father and the son. And if he's not able to create that bond because you're absent, you come in every 3 months, you think that's enough?
It's not enough.
You think you can raise your child by just coming in and out of his life?
In a blue moon for a walk.
That's not how
It's
it
a
works.
kid, not a dog.
So I would make a decision. You're either in his life or you're not. That's it. And if you're not, well, he can't even make a decision because he's that inconsistent, right?
inconsistent.
So then you have to make a decision. You do have to make the decision. If you want to see your child, then go through the court and let's do that.
The
If
money.
you really want to
Yeah.
see and you want to fight for your son, let's go through the court and if it's not working through the mediation, outside of court,
Yeah, the family
if it's not
mediation, yeah.
working through that, then you would go through the court, have a proper schedule in place. If you don't follow the rules, these are the consequences. Do it the proper way. Have a log and keep a record of it so that at one point, when there's a complete cutoff, the child, he's already saying that anyways, that he doesn't want to see the father, will understand
Yeah.
that you did everything. You didn't stop that
No, you
relationship
didn't.
between the two.
No.
You didn't do any of the parenting.
Yeah.
You know how some women, they use child as a weapon to not
Yeah.
let the child
Because they're bitter for whatever
for bitter for
reason.
worse. No. So I would do everything I could possibly can
Yeah.
to get him to see his father. But if he's not seeing the child and he's constantly in and out and doing whatever, then he's not serious. He doesn't want to be a father.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's becoming damaging and it's going to have an effect on the child.
Yeah.
Which you already did.
And it
anyway.
already
already
did.
did.
It's going
Yeah.
to have,
The fact
and
that
I'm
you
not
say-
going to continue with that then. Then
Yeah.
at that point, it will be a cut-off.
Yeah.
That's
Cut
it.
off. Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
going to see him.
Mhm.
And
Until
not-
he's adult enough to make
Until he's
decision.
an adult and he
Yeah.
can make his own decision and decide
Mm.
to, maybe they want to reconnect, to rekindle. That's up
For
to them
whatever
as an
reason,
adult.
yeah. What
But
do you think?
yeah.
I
Mm,
agree.
no, I
I
like that.
absolutely agree. He's already damaging the child. It's not good for the mental health and well-being and development milestone. It's not good for them, wallahi.
Yeah.
So I agree what you said. If he's not there in your life, what's the point? At least send me money. If you're not sending you money, what's the point you
What-
coming
yeah,
to the child's
that's
life?
true.
Once in a blue moon, every 3 months,
Because
6
kids aren't
months.
free.
Yes.
So yeah, what do
This
they do?
isn't a window of Microsoft where you're going to look into. You have to do something for your child.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
It's not
probably the
cheap.
kid realizes
But he doesn't
that.
send money. He doesn't do
No,
nothing.
he doesn't. She said
Nothing.
no
So
financially.
this is why you need to go through the court because then it would be,
Yeah.
you then
She needs
have
to-
to.
yeah.
Yes, I agree. Go straight to the court.
Child maintenance.
Don't go
yeah.
through once in, him coming in every 3 months, 6 months. Go straight to the court. Get that money.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just...
And get that. What is that term called?
Child maintenance.
Child maintenance, but the to be able to have access to your child visitation rights.
Visitation rights. So he needs to go through the court to make that.
Mm.
Okay.
And then he can't be inconsistent because then, you know.
I mean, he can still be inconsistent if he wants to, like, but there'll be repercussions. There'll be
repercussions, and then
consequences
obviously
for your
then the
actions.
kid- then the
You
kid
would
won't
lose
want to see him.
custody of the child completely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Then that's serious.
it's serious. That's why I say go through the court. If it's not working outside the court, the agreement between you and his family or your family, or if it's not working through the mediation, you know, then
Yeah.
the court will be the last resort. And if it still doesn't work, then you know you did everything.
Everything. you
Yeah.
did,
And that's it. You've
Yeah.
got proof that you weren't blocking that relationship between the
Ever.
two.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
I agree with that
I
one.
agree, sis.
I'd rather go through there than go through messiness of messaging and calling and
Calling,
him coming
yeah.
into your life. That's
In and
so
out.
messy.
Yeah.
Don't go through that. Go straight to the court.
Yeah.
If I were you, straight
That's
to the court.
sad.
It is
That
really
is
sad.
so sad for the child. I
Like,
feel so
it
bad
is.
for that child.
It is. It's so sad for the child to go through with no dad. It's like deadbeat father. It's like he's just dead.
Yeah, it is. It is a really deadbeat father.
Or
because
prison.
Seriously.
Those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, how are you going to explain that to your son?
How can you
He's not
live
here.
with this exactly? And how can you live with yourself knowing your own reflection is alive and you're doing nothing to put purpose into your child, like breathe existence, like nothing. You're just going about your life and having no care in the world that you have this responsibility. It takes two to make a baby. Yeah, and a lot of people say, like some of the men, oh, well, she should have picked like a better man. Listen.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Men change. Yeah, intentions change. When you meet someone, or when you get married, or when you get separated, people have different, agendas, and we're not that so raven. We can't see into the future. Sometimes these things happen. It's called qadr of Allah. It's called trials and tribulations. But it's how we come out of it, that makes us who we are. And unfortunately, this child is really going through it. So I will never understand that, like deadbeats, because we all had, like amazing fathers that were there for us.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, we've got an amazing-
Exactly, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. And I feel like fathers are such a huge role in the child's life.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not saying the mothers can't do it without him. Of course they can do it without him, but the thing is, because you've already accepted the in and out, like as if like your son is a yo-yo, he can't pick and drop whenever he wants the child. It's
Yeah.
a responsibility. He needs to take the responsibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you have to set the boundaries. It's because you allowed it numerous times that he thought this is okay. But if you stood your foot and said, listen, you're not going to come in and out of my son's life, you don't pay for nothing, so make the choice. Either you want to be in or you want to be out.
Don't
yeah?
let him decide.
No.
Don't let him decide, because he made a decision to
He
be
really done that.
inconsistent.
No.
He's going to be that way.
But what I'm trying to say is I'm still trying to encourage the father. And so if he's done it once, I would still give him a chance.
It sounds like he did numerous times.
No.
numerous
Yeah, that's what,
times.
yeah, because she allowed it. She
Yeah,
liked.
that's what I
that's
say.
what I'm trying to say. So, but like, let's say, for example, if my daughter's dad did it one time, immediately I'm setting boundaries.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You break one promise to my daughter, because
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've never broken one promise to my
Yeah.
daughter. Yeah. And can we also address the mothers who don't hold their son accountable? If I had a son and I had a granddaughter or a grandson, and my son was not taking responsibility, he's dead to be, but I'll do everything in my power to help that woman. That's just the kind of mother I am. But nowadays, mothers think it's acceptable for their sons not to step up, and somehow they just say, you know what?
But it's not the son's
It's not-
respons-
that's not the mother's responsibility.
No.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, if that grandmother
Yeah.
is not, like, let's say, for example, if she, let's say, for example, if she's not encouraging her son, but yet still she boasts about her son.
Oh, no,
For me,
no.
that's a
Yeah.
red flag. But a lot of women do,
Yeah,
they do.
yeah.
Like, they'll still big up their son, and they've never got a birthday card from their child, never got money. Why are you boasting about your son who's a deadbeat? Me as a grandmother, now that I'm a mother, I'm thinking 25 years ahead. I'm holding my daughter accountable. Yeah, and if I have a son, I probably won't, but if I do, I'm holding my son accountable. It's no way I'm having a grandchild on the street knowing that he's not helping the mother of my grandchild. For me,
Yeah.
you're dead to me. Like, honestly, you're dead to me.
As a mum with sons,
Yeah.
if my a son gets married and has a child and then becomes a deadbeat
That's what I'm
father,
trying to say.
inshallah that never happens.
Inshallah
But if he
never
does that,
happens.
yeah, I definitely will be holding him accountable
That's what I'm
for
trying to
it,
say.
and I would have a word with him. But you can't control
Yeah.
his actions. Do you know what I mean? You could tell
can
him.
still do it.
You could
He still
could tell
carries
him
on
off
the
and say
actions.
this is not right. However, me, I will step up as a grandmother. I'm not
Yeah.
going to fill in that gap because that's
Yeah.
his role as a father.
Yeah.
But as a grandmother, I will do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the way that I see it, if I raised my son so well academically and I raised him to be responsible, and if he didn't pick up the plate, I'm not saying it's the mother's fault. But something clearly went wrong in that raising
Yeah,
for him
absolutely,
to be
I
like that.
agree, yeah.
So I would hold myself accountable for his wrongdoings. I'm not going to welcome him the same way that he's not welcoming his own blood and flesh. That's the kind of mother that I am.
Yeah.
I'm a very, very strong mother. Like, you get it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, my morals and my values is very, very high. And I already told you guys,
Yes.
I'm fiercely loyal.
Yeah.
Good.
And if Zanaya has a child and she became, let's say, if she became a, God forbid, and
God
inshallah that won't be
forbid.
the case, but if she became a deadbeat mother, because there's a lot of deadbeat mothers too, and we're going to get into that soon as well. If she became a deadbeat mother and she didn't want to take responsibility, yeah, and she's like, let's for example, she's going out, you know, just dashing the kid here and there or whatever, she's not feeding or whatever, like neglecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be welcoming her the same way I did before. Because in order to hold your child accountable is to distance and to discipline your child. And that is not by saying, oh, mom, it's okay. Yeah, you can have it today. I'm going to have it for 3 weeks. No, that's not for me. That's not holding accountable. Accountable is you have to show serious consequences. And that is by saying, like, I didn't raise you to be like that. And you becoming like this, clearly we need to go to therapy. Something needs to change and something needs to give. I'm not having my grandchild growing up with the same traumas, the same, you know, like generation curses.
Yeah, absolutely,
Because that's an innocent child. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's an adult. I'm an adult. Your baby mother is an adult. But that's an innocent child. And
It
I'm
is.
trying to
do
figure
that.
out why are they deadbeats? Like, I don't understand.
Something went wrong in raising them.
Is it
Honestly,
is
I
it to
believe
do with
that.
a trauma?
What is it to do?
Trauma.
Okay, you think it's raising them. What if it's just a character flaw? Like, he is such a bad person.
Actually,
It
you're
don't
right.
matter.
Yeah, well, you're right. Because some guys who don't have fathers, I can honestly say they are incredible fathers. There's some guys who don't even have parents, like both of their parents. Like,
Yeah.
I can honestly say, mashallah, Allah barak, they are amazing. So
Yes.
I feel like it's within them, because some people learn from their mistake and they want to do better and they want to grow. Like, I don't know. As a mother, I always think to myself, what can I do to be a better person? What can I do? What can I do? And we get mom guilt.
Yeah, we do.
So I'm thinking, when you lot are not coming after your child, don't you lot get father guilt? I always want to ask you, like, do guys have dad guilt the way us mom? Because we literally put so much pressure on, am I doing this right? Oh, I need to do better. I need to do better. Constantly, like clockwork.
Yeah.
Man, do you lot even get dad guilt?
They should
That's
have.
a good question.
That's exactly what I want to do. You lot
That is a
ever
good
have
question.
dad guilt?
Yeah, that is a good
Do you even
question.
get dad guilt? That's right.
Because mom guilt is everywhere.
it's
Yeah.
literally, I have mom guilt right now. I'm here.
yeah.
Same
thinking
here.
about
Me
my kids
too.
right
Like,
now.
I'm thinking how she.
I feel like their bond is different to the child compared to mom bond with the child.
But
Is
I
there
don't know.
bond
Because
late?
we carried the baby. We've
Yeah.
had that connection from when they were in our womb.
In a womb, that's
we
true.
we gave birth, then
Yeah.
we go through the process, but then we breastfeed. We had
The most.
such a deep connection with the child
That's
that
true.
the
Fathers
father,
don't have.
Yeah,
They don't have. But that's true. But then I've also.
But that bond would be stronger when they get older.
Facts.
As soon as they start talking and walking, and that's when you can
Yeah.
do everything with them. You can do bike rides with
Yeah.
them. You can take them out for
Yeah.
swimming.
You can
There's
do
so many activities
anything.
you can do with them,
Yeah.
and you're just
Like-
being a deadbeat.
Yeah. Like, like, I'm so lucky because I see my brother in it. Like, mashallah, Allah Mubarak, if you're watching.
Mashallah,
Fuad.
Mubarak.
He is
You go for
an
it.
amazing father. Also my
Alhamdulillah.
brother-in-law, and also you
Mashallah.
guys.
And
husband,
my
mashallah.
Yeah, even
of
mine-
course,
my
guys.
husband
amazing.
too.
But I feel like because, like, he's so hands-on.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I would think he's like another Hoya to me. And my dad, wallahi, and my dad was the same. Like, honestly, like, I would say, like, my dad and, like, mine's relationship is to the point where people would think, like, you guys are, like best of friends. Like, there's nothing I can't go to my dad about. Like there's certain people that might not even have that relationship like with the dad, but we are very fortunate to have dads the way they are, because they have the exact same personality, mashallah. They're very alike, and our mothers are very alike too, mashallah. So I just feel like I feel sorry for your child, but for me is as soon as I saw that, I immediately adapted to my reality. You have to come to terms with your reality, because I feel like a lot of like single mothers, or like, you know, like they don't adapt to their reality like real quick. If you know he's not financially like, you know, giving, and if he's not being there like consistently like for his son, or, you know, like breaking promises, I'm not gonna wait for him to break a promise to my child. Immediately, whatever he promised, I'm gonna fulfill it. I'm not giving him a chance to give my child traumas. And but I will always encourage a father to be in his child's life, because that is important.
So what would you say to your child? Like, let's say the child asks.
Yeah.
It's a son. I'm sorry, me.
Yeah.
Oh,
A son. So go. Sorry. Go.
What would you ask your child if the child asks, "Where's my dad? Like, why is my dad not coming to see me? Why is, you know?" How would you explain to your child?
You know what? When
that's tricky.
Yeah. So when
no,
it's not really like tricky, because she or he would become mature one day. So you can sit down, and I always said this: a child can't miss what they never had. Yeah, they can be curious. So obviously, so like you can sit your child down and be like, listen, yeah, you know, like I love you so much. I have tried with your dad. It's very, very, very unfortunate that your dad obviously didn't want to step up. But if you
would say it as is.
If my child is old enough, yeah, I wouldn't lie, and obviously, and I would have like receipts to back it. If my child really wanted to see it, I would always have receipts.
You would say your dad don't want to see you.
No. So I would say your dad didn't want to, you know, like your dad like didn't step up for you.
But how would the child understand didn't step up?
When the child
obviously like
gets
older.
older.
Like let's say like for example like if let's say like for example like I don't know like if like my daughter is like 14 and she said, you know, Mom, can you tell me more about Dad? I will happily take her to her dad and his family. I will never, firstly, Horta, what I would do is let me see what he would say to her. Yeah? And if he's mature enough and holds himself accountable and say, you know, I was a shit dad, you know? I didn't step up for you when I should have. And, you know, and I was selfish, and he takes full accountable, then I won't get involved, because that's the truth. But like, let's say, like, for example, if he doesn't give her closure, or he doesn't give her closure, as a mother, it's your job to sit with your child and have uncomfortable conversations, because with or without a parent, you're still going to have uncomfortable like conversations, like when they grow up. So if your child will be mature, if they're asking you that, so they just want, I think it's out of like, because they're curious.
Yeah.
So you can just say, listen, like, you know, like, Mom, this is the situation that's happened, and you know, and I tried my best, but this is his number, and this is the family's number, and
that's it.
You see what type of closure that you can get.
Yeah.
But by then, if you are a good mother, and I mean like a good, sincere mother who's pure-hearted, and you honestly tried your best, and without bitterness, without being evil, without like nothing, then I think, like, you know, like I think your child will grow up, inshallah, blissful and very happy, regardless of the situation, and just like you, she will, you know, like your child will adapt. So don't ever feel like, what's it called, that you're less of a mother because the father isn't in their life. All you have to do is, you just got 2 jobs. Like, that's it. It's just very unfortunate, but you got 2 jobs. You're going to take on the daddy role and the mother role at this point. But
so with the child, when you say, what would you tell the child when they ask, where's my dad, and you say, he didn't step up or something like that.
I would first let her go to the family. To see him, told himself
but one thing I know you wouldn't do, and I wouldn't do. We would never badmouth the father.
Never.
Ever.
Yes. And I always said that to you
guys. It doesn't matter if we've got a bad relationship with them. Never. Because at the end of the day, that's the child's father.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
always keep it neutral and positive.
Always.
Right? All positive, more than neutral. And just say, I love your father you want to see him, like you said.
Yeah, I will do everything in my power.
Because one thing is, even though he's not in the life, because at one point, if he carries on being inconsistent, like I said, and you went to the court and then he still didn't meet, and now you have full custody and he's not seeing the child, right? Still, we won't block that access.
No.
Because when they become an adult, you can go see the father and he can give you that closure, or he can explain himself. He's most likely going to lie about it, because when that person has such a character flaw, they also are liars.
Liars, yeah. But sometimes they could maybe, maybe they would feel guilty, and hopefully they will
be feel guilty one day.
But you're right, some of them are liars,
with such
liars.
character flaw like that, they are
Compulsive
definitely they're most likely liars, and will talk crap and say it was your mom that held me back and all this, and I tried. But that's when you have evidence, I did this and I did that.
But
and
the funny thing is,
the courts, here it is. He didn't want to, when when the child is of adult age, then you can speak from adult to adult.
Adult, yes, that's what I said.
I did all of it, and he didn't step up.
Yeah, but I feel like it wouldn't work. I'm a big believer in not holding grudges and never getting revenge. I don't believe that. The sweetest revenge that you can get is by letting Allah do His work. The truth will always reveal itself. Whoever is evil, evil will comes out. Whoever's a liar, the liar will be exposed at some point. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a long, long run, but you have to be patient. You just have to be patient, and you're going to have to take the job role as two parents. It's very unfortunate that you're going to have to work your ass off, but you know what? I would rather work and sweep the ocean with my pinky finger than beg and plead for a man to be a dad. You are not his mother. It's not your job to train him how to co-parent with you. The same way you are learning and adapting, it's his job to learn and adapt to the situation.
Absolutely.
I agree.
You are already like single mothers. We already have a lot of jobs.
Yes.
So what are we gonna do? Just chase? Oh, how come you haven't sent me the the £100 or the £50 that they
Cut it.
It's
Leave
for
it.
me. That money that you send is not even a lot. I'm sorry. Like the way mothers spend money on kids is ridiculous. Horta. Do you know what I mean? And it is
It's
so
expensive.
ridiculous. And men want to argue about child maintenance, saying, "Oh, she's using my money to get my hair done." That money can barely buy me toilet tissue roll, sahib. Do you know how expensive the world is? Do you know how expensive a boy is? No, but boys are trainers. They're so expensive. Football clubs.
Listen, when they're 10 years
Swimming.
old, I want them to live with the father. I'm not dealing with them full time after 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
After 10 years old,
Yeah, I agree.
he needs
The
to be
puberty.
with the father. If we're co-parenting, or if that co-parenting is better exists than your solo parenting.
You're solo parenting.
If it's solo parenting,
Yeah.
But up until 10 years old, I'm going to try my best to get... Because it's a boy. Boy at 10 years old need their father. They really do. They need their fathers. So when they become 10, I would really try my best, at every level, to do that co-parenting. And if that
what if he doesn't want
co-parenting,
it?
if that co-parenting is going really well,
Yeah.
take them full
Take it.
time, because they learn better through men,
I agree.
through their father, and through actions like role model. Like they need to see.
They need to see
To see the father in their life
Yeah.
and doing what they do,
Yeah.
and hopefully they have that better relationship. I feel like they
Yeah.
become better men when they have fathers in their life like that.
Yeah.
For sons,
Yeah.
and for the first 10 years, I don't mind being with the the mother.
It's
But alhamdulillah, that's not the case. But I'm just
That's
saying,
not the
for,
case. But
if it comes to that,
I agree.
inshallah, that never
Yeah,
happens.
inshallah, that never happens.
tough.
Boys,
Yeah.
I feel really bad for the boys with no fathers. That's so bad.
It is. But I have seen also incredibly single mothers who have raised boys. Well, I've seen it with my own eyes, on
That's
social media.
tough.
And they graduated. No, I've seen
Oh, some
literally
have graduated.
I've seen my aunt who's got 7 kids, and she divorced her husband. She raised 4 boys by herself.
But that's
all
rare,
of them.
That's rare.
But I feel like it depends on the woman, because some women, I'm sorry to say this, some women are weak. Me honestly, some
What do you
women
mean?
would
Emotionally?
emotionally they are weak, because I feel like it's more about the men than it is about the child. I've seen both sides, because I'm a single mother. I've seen women who like, you know, that are bitter, they would you know, like withhold the kid from, you know, like from the father because they're in love with the with the father because he's moved on. It's just pathetic excuses. And the thing that I always say, like, just move on. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Move on from it.
Because I would, like, you would rather want to get help than you pestering him, where you at, what you doing, this and this and this. So I feel like, if the woman is strong, and I mean strong, yeah, she gets on with it. She takes her son to football clubs. She brings him around her brothers, her uncles, boxing. She does whatever to do to motivate him to exercise his brain mentally, physically, and emotionally. Then maybe the void will still be there, but at least he will adapt to society and he will do better. Because I've seen a lot of single mothers, you know, like single mothers who have raised
Boys need fathers.
They do.
I say this no matter what.
Yeah,
Even
they do.
the mother could be amazing. I don't care if the mother is amazing.
Okay, so what if the father dies?
The uncle,
then what?
Uncle, some kind of male
uncle. That's
figures
what I said, uncles,
in their lives. It
Oh,
can't just
yeah.
be a woman that
No,
is
no, no,
around
no, no, no,
all his
no, no.
life.
So that's the reason why I said he needs to be around male figures. That's why I said football club, men, boxing, uncles. You know, just having like supportive male figures.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
A mosque
definitely.
teacher.
Yes.
Or
Role model.
Yeah.
akhlaq, how to treat a woman.
Yeah.
And, you know, to have the uncomfortable like conversations. Because, babe, you know one thing, yeah, that I realized even becoming a single mother, yeah, I feel like you have to be ready for anything.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to be like, I've learned, like, let's say, like, for example, like, if I get married like tomorrow, it might not be forever because the society that we live in is so effed up. Do you know what I mean? I would like to be positive and think. So I've literally come to terms with certain things. Like now that I'm a single mother, like there's certain things that I know how to adapt to quickly. Then like emotionally, like certain things. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like you just have to be emotionally strong.
Yeah.
Emotionally strong.
So what about for deadbeat mothers?
Oh my God,
I think that's more like emotionally
Very
not there with the
emotional.
child, physically removing themselves from the child, going out, being very selfish with themselves, not spending enough time with the child. That's deadbeat mother, isn't it?
That is. And not even like buying the kids decent clothes.
Yes.
Like that's
Neglect.
disgusting for me.
Yes.
Neglect.
That would be more trauma because child's physically there.
Imagine,
see the
babe.
mother.
Yeah, babe.
that's
Imagine.
really bad.
That's really triggering.
Imagine not having a dad, but yet still having a deadbeat mom. For me, that is worse. Both of them. They're both bad as each other then. Because he's not there and she's not emotionally and physically there either. No, she's physically there but not emotionally there for her child. Like, you get it? Because sometimes, like, a woman, like certain females will take it out on the child.
Yes, because of the dad.
Because of the guy left.
Yes.
And that is the most disgusting thing anyone could ever do to their own flesh and blood because of a man.
So then how can we expect as a child that is raised by his mom who's a deadbeat and with an absent father to then become a good father in the future?
It's very unlikely. He or she
Therapy
will grow
needs to be
up.
involved.
No, therapy, babe.
Family
not
therapy.
Because that could explain why in some cases where deadbeat fathers are because they don't know what it is to be a good father.
I agree.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
agree. I agree.
Toxic environment.
Toxic, yeah.
You don't know what's right and
environment.
wrong. You grew up in a toxic mother that's
Yeah.
not there for the child.
Yeah.
They're going to pass on to the child.
Yeah.
Do you think? I agree with that one.
So my husband and I, we went on a date yesterday. We decided we don't want to
so
drive.
cute.
Yeah,
That's nice.
we went on an Uber. We went on an Uber ride because
Yeah.
we'd done like I don't know, we'd done driving and you know.
He was like tired of
We
it.
just
Let me
wanna
just be princess.
chill.
Soft life.
We just want to chill. But the taxi driver pissed me off.
Why?
Right? Because he for some reason because apparently he couldn't find us. Yeah. He couldn't find us. He goes, "You've been in there. You keep moving." He was coming with a bad attitude, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, we said, and my husband, mashallah, he's very good at de-escalating
patient.
and diffusing the situation.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, then he was calm. Then he started talking about parenting.
Oh my God.
I don't like his parenting style.
Why would I?
He said, it's the mother's fault, yeah? And he doesn't know
always
that
the
I'm a
mother's
mom.
fault.
Yeah. So I'm here listening. What was he about to say? He's saying, oh, kids with the iPad, is it, with digital stuff, because he said he was driving and he almost ran into a child, I think, with a
iPad.
device or something like
Yeah.
that. Kids are obsessed with, phones and
It's not
iPads
kids, it's
and
also
whatever.
adults.
But anyway, he said, I'm blaming the parents for it. Then he went into the topic of the mother is saying that the mother is with the child all day. The father, for example, he then used himself as an example. I'm out, I'm working, I come home, and then I give the child, some treats and stuff, like, being nice to them.
Yeah.
And then the mother's like, no, don't give the child a treat. The child has been naughty all day, da da da. And then he's saying, but that's not my fault, kind of thing. Like, don't tell me they be naughty. Like, you should have sorted their behavior out, something like that. I'm like, yeah.
Are you joking?
Yeah,
Am I hearing this?
I'm looking at, I was like, I went quiet. I just want him to carry on
What
talking.
kind of...
That's this Uber driver. And he's carrying talking, that it is the mother's fault for not disciplining the kids, but it takes two parents to raise the child and disciplining the child. And you've been out working all day. She's been with the kids all day at home, right? And then obviously she needs that help when you come home. She needs that, that tone, that
She's
telling the
tired.
child off.
Yeah,
And
she needs that help, that
help.
support.
And he didn't want that. He said, no, that's the mother's fault to discipline the kids. And what if she
Then
did
he's not
already
a father
did that?
then.
I
He's
said,
not a
I said,
father.
I said, I'm a mom. That's when I said it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm a mom. I
Good.
have sons, right? I'm with them, like during my maternity leave,
Yeah.
with them all day. Qasim comes home from work. My 3-year-old, if he acted up at any point in the day, I report back. And I say, hey, Musa did this and da-da-da-da. Yeah? He would speak to him about it, and tell him off. Not in a, in a child-friendly, like in an age-appropriate way, communicate him. He then takes accountability. Musa, mashallah, he knows.
Mashallah.
He will apologize and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah? But the Uber driver would say, I don't care. Like, I'm going to give him the treat, even though he didn't deserve the treat.
Wow,
So basically,
I've never heard such thing.
Yeah,
Normally
that was
dads
yesterday.
will
That was
step up.
yesterday.
So he just wants freedom.
Yeah, he just
And
really
he just wants to come home
you don't
and
want
just
to
not be the cool dad.
There are fathers that are
Absent in the house.
absent in the house
Yeah,
that
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
actually raise the
Yeah,
kids.
and I believe that. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
worse.
There's
Yeah.
working all day, come home,
Yeah.
don't want to raise or discipline the kids or anything like that. I just want to just
Yeah, but
chill.
those are called...
and then blame the mothers.
Those are called single wives.
Single wives.
Single mother
There's
wives.
single wives.
Single
mother
wife
wives.
role.
Like, for me...
single
yeah.
mama and a single wife. Yeah, you're right.
It's
That's
it's
tough.
sad.
It's
Well,
sad
like,
to
it's
see
It was
the
so
house.
sad. And I read this a lot on
Social media.
social media, and I read all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But to hear it yesterday,
Yeah.
to hear it really upset me, wallahi. And I just try to be calm. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's-
Oh my God, that would make my blood
triggers
boil.
So it's triggering. Why would you
Poor
come home
mum.
and not support
Poor
me?
mother.
So you have absent fathers
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to get into
while
the
still in
parenting
the
role.
same household.
That is so sad.
That is really, really sad.
That is.
I feel sorry for her.
So what can I do from there?
So that
What can she
al-
do?
So
She accepted it.
I don't-
That's her life now,
That's
isn't
that's
it?
life, and that's how it
Yeah.
is. And then blames the mother for the way the kids are. The
Disgusting.
iPad with the phones.
Don't
and
blame
whatnot.
them. It
Don't
takes
blame
two. You
her.
guys both
She's
in a
cooking.
house.
She's cleaning.
Yeah.
She's feeding.
I feel like
she's
I'd
sorting
rather
out
go
the
work.
house.
I'd rather go to my workplace than looking after the kids at this point because it's hard.
Men, you know what? Men's escape.
You
is,
can't switch off.
I'm making money.
Yeah, but some
no.
women want to be a stay-at-home mom, and she probably does enjoy being a mom, but doesn't enjoy the fact that her husband isn't supporting
Yes.
and parenting, because
Yeah.
it's teamwork.
It is.
Both. You guys are both
Then how's she enjoying
raising the
it?
kids.
I would
no,
not
she's
enjoy
probably
that.
enjoying her
Oh,
part
her
of the
part,
role
yeah,
as
yeah.
a mom.
As
you
a
know,
mom,
she's enjoying that part, but she's not enjoying the bit where he's supposed to step in and she's doing his role as well. Like that's not great. So,
But as a mom, it's hard because you're on a clock 24/7.
Yeah.
Babe,
And you have no help
and
from
we
your
never stop thinking
husband
it, Emma.
as
You
a
know that?
father role.
As soon as our day starts and our day ends, it starts with our child, and it still, as soon as they hit the bed, is when we can relax.
Yes.
We are always
On the
thinking
go.
about our child's needs. This.
And
this,
for
planning
most, I know
activities.
there are great fathers out there. They do this
Amazing fathers out there. Let's be clear.
Mashallah,
Mashallah.
he's
Yes.
a great
Yeah.
father. He's very
There's a
hands-on.
lot of
And
various
so
Same
is,
with mine.
Yeah.
He,
you know,
soon he
your
finished
husband.
work. My husband, as soon as he
Yeah.
finished work, he come home.
Yeah.
Literally take off earlier. I can just relax, have a bath
Yeah.
at least, go
Exactly.
toilet, something I can
and brush your
relax.
teeth. Yeah.
just be myself again.
Brush
And
your teeth.
Yeah, because obviously because
Sometimes you miss
I'm
It's
not
brush your
using
teeth.
my time to do basic stuff that I should already be doing anyway.
You
I'm
wanna
using
relax,
my
put your
time to
feet up and
relax. Yeah.
put some bubble baths on.
Absolutely.
I
No,
love
literally,
that.
he'll finish off the role. Like he'll just
Yeah.
cook. If I couldn't cook, he'll cook the meal. He'll clean the house. No
Yeah.
complain.
Yeah.
There's men out there complain like, why didn't you hoover the
Honestly,
floor?
they're
Why didn't you clean the
amazing.
dishes?
Amazing
Why is the
fathers,
dishes
yeah.
in the sink? Do you know what I mean? How
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Do you
You're
know what
supposed
you
to
should
take a role.
do? You should
Help
leave the
out.
kids with the father all day while you go out, yeah, and
Yeah.
see
How it feels.
What
how
it
it feels,
feels like.
because then you'll know that you can clean the house upside down and it
Yeah.
will turn upside down again in
Yes.
the space
Facts.
of oh,
Yes.
especially if you have kids
Facts.
that are running around.
How about try
You
that day?
know, we end up cleaning 10 million times a day.
It is.
We do.
So no, so that's what I'm saying.
It's not a
Guys that
joke.
say, "What have you done?" That pisses me off. What do you mean?
Babe, I think from there,
They don't-
we'll
they
get
don't see
that
it, do
line.
they?
They don't.
Babe, I think from there, if my husband came home and said, "Hakabati, you can have some discipline," babe, call me cuckoo, but at that moment, I would see black. I would
I see
give
black.
him the biggest. I would make sure his ears are ringing for the next 5 days. Because do you know how much energy?
It is.
Do you know how overstimulated
Yes.
I am? And you come home from your nice shaka, your little escape. Yes, you know, like
Yeah.
you're making money.
Uh-huh.
But do you know how much it takes from me, mentally, physically, and emotionally? And you want to come home and say, it's your job. Okay, it's my job. I'll put my kids in the bedroom. But
You know, no. You know what you need to do?
I'm joking.
you know,
I am not
no,
promoting
no, no.
violence, but I'm just saying, don't pee me off. Because I'm telling you, I've got two sides.
You know what you need to do?
My patience.
Make sure he's off on the day. Give the child and just go
Run.
off.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Run.
like go for a whole day.
Literally say,
I'm out. Bye bye.
Hold on,
Go to
Figure
souk,
out yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sowareg. Yeah. Don't
do
come
whatever
home.
you gotta
Nope.
do.
Switch off your phone.
Yeah, switch off your phone. Don't
I'm
come
out.
home for the whole, like, go from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah. And let
Like a day
him deal with the
shift.
child in the house and the whole thing.
What do
Yeah.
you 5 p.m. until he puts the kids to bed?
Yeah, okay. All
You
right.
did so well.
Then-
Is it me and you time now?
You know what? Then they'll realize. The thing is, alhamdulillah, you know, Qasim, he's a great father, right?
Mashallah,
Yeah,
So-
alhamdulillah.
There was a day where I went to the Aros.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah. Yes. I
He's
remember.
He's with Musa the whole day. He come home, was like,
It's not easy.
yes, this is hard. This is
My brother
hard.
says the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
My brother says the same thing because he has like the kids and it's 2 boys in it, and he said to me, Farah, lie. I don't want no more kids, you know. And I said, really? It's too much. And I said, but you need to have a girl.
You need to have a girl.
That's exactly what he said. And obviously, like my sister-in-law, mashallah, she's an amazing mother too. She'd be like, no, we're gonna have a girl. Anytime soon, let the kids grow up first.
Yeah.
Because wallahi, it is hard. And I feel like the reason why men don't understand how hard it is because the woman take on both of the roles. Do you know what I mean?
And she's
in
doing
order
it.
for a
She's
man
just
to
doing it.
yeah, that's the thing. In order for a man to appreciate you as a mother and see what you're doing, you have to let him do it. You have to throw him in the deep end.
Yes.
No matter what. I know we have attachment issues with our kids, but the only way that he's going to appreciate you as a mother and everything that you're doing
Yes.
is if you throw him in the deep end. And he says, but I don't.
No.
Sahib, I learned, you learn it.
Exactly.
Leave
Bye.
it. You do what you got to do because that's the only way that he's going to learn.
Yeah.
The more you sugarcoat it, the more you say, okay, I'll stay. Girl, you're going to be in
You'll
your
never learn.
50s.
I
being
feel,
at
I
home
don't
doing-
sympathize with guys that come home and say, well, I've been working all day and do that.
But they
Because
do
guess
that,
what?
Naima.
I work, because too.
Yeah.
I work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know what it feels like. I come home,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? So this is my day. Like,
Go on, tell me.
I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I get them dressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get Adnan ready, Musa ready.
Yeah.
Do the whole thing. Get myself ready.
Yeah.
Then I take the car seat. That's another
Yeah.
thing. Put them in a car. Drop them off to the nursery. Then I go to work.
Yeah.
Then after work, I pick them up. Then
Sorry.
go home. And
Sorry.
yeah, then I come home. I feel, because my workplace is in another city, right? So he can't do the drop off pickup. My nursery, the kids' nursery is near my workplace.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be near me, so in the case of emergency, I can go straight.
You can go straight,
know?
yeah.
So that's why I'm doing all the pickups and drop-offs. But during my maternity leave, he was doing that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I know what it feels like to be working,
Yeah. And doing the most, basically.
and then still, I can still do the bath time,
And all
the
that.
cooking.
That's
the
why Allah
cleaning.
made us mothers.
Yeah, do all of that.
Yeah.
It is hard work.
It is,
It is hard
exhausting.
work. So when guys say, "What were you doing?" Right?
That's the thing that would piss me
What
off.
were you doing? Even as a stay-at-home mom, that's a job in itself. Because those that are not at work are still working at home, cooking and cleaning,
Cleaning
everything.
yeah.
And then mothers that are working are doing the
Triple,
stay-at-home mom
yeah,
jobs
the facts.
and doing the
They're
job.
doing double shifts.
Yeah, double shift.
Yeah.
So at what point is the father doing anything then? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the deadbeats. There's so many good.
No,
like I
no,
said,
no,
there's
not
so many
yeah. We're
good
talking about
examples,
deadbeat guys,
yeah.
so don't get
Yeah.
carried away.
But to use the excuse of, but I've been working all day. It's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse,
You've been an employee all day. You haven't been a father all
Yeah,
day.
that's so true. That is so true. That's so true. Babe, and can I say something? By the time he even comes back from home, let's be honest, they're nearly getting ready to go bed, or they already are in bed. So
Downtime.
he has escaped the tantrum, the negotiating,
Yes.
the back and forth. Because at a certain age, kids want what they want. You have to say no, eat this, eat that, and then you put them into bed, and they come and they say, "Oh my God, I'm so tired from work." You're tired from work after I
Yes.
cleaned, cooked, did everything, made sure everything's good, and you want to come home to, I'm tired. I am physically, like, so that's why I feel like some men, not all, because there's amazing fathers out there, some men use job as an escape.
Yes.
To be away from the children, like them screaming, tantrums, because I don't understand why they do that, but some of them, they actually do that.
Yeah.
But for me, and I think, like, you know, like for us, when I went back to work, I understand why they go to work. It is.
It's freedom.
It's
It's freedom. Work is
Yeah.
freedom
You
to me.
That's what I said.
you
I'd
have
rather go
adult
work
conversation.
than deal at home with the
You're
tantrums.
drinking tea
You're
hot.
drinking tea hot, but when
You go
you're at
toilet
home, you eating
without
last.
any interruptions.
You're going toilet last. Yeah, everything is last.
Yeah.
You
Everything is great.
Like you'll pee yourself in the
Your
end.
hands
at
are
this point.
free.
Yes.
I don't, like literally work is luxury to me.
It is.
So ladies,
And then
if
break time
yes,
at work,
yes,
even more luxury.
Luxury.
exactly. So if your man is one of those men that come home and say, you know what, why don't we trade places?
Yeah, place.
For a few months, yeah? You go on a little maternity
Few months,
leave.
you can't even do it for a day.
Exactly, but we're just going to say few months so he can adapt to it. I guarantee you, he's going to say, hell no. Okay, then start respecting me as a mother. Do you know what I mean? I chose to be a stay-home wife, but don't take the mic. Don't come home and make it all about you. You have to cater to my needs now because I
Yes.
did the most.
I
You know?
agree.
So, for example, let's say the guy works 9 to 5, yeah?
Okay.
And then the woman's stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
So the moment he clocks into work, because she clocks in
Yeah.
the moment the child is awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He clocks in the moment he's in work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he clocks out of work.
Yeah.
That should be the time she clocks out too. The moment he comes home, you both clocked in, clocked out. Now let's be both parents and mothers and fathers doing
Yeah.
let's be a teamwork
Ideally,
now.
that's how
Yeah,
it
I
should
That's
be.
how it should be.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to
Comprehend,
get
yeah.
them to understand that it's also a job for her at home.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not doing nothing. That's a
Nothing.
job in itself.
Yeah.
Doing everything. Yeah. She's being a mother, but she's cleaning as well. She's
Yeah.
being a chef. She's being, all of that. So when you clock out, we'll give you an hour and a half tops.
Yeah. To unwind.
To unwind,
Yeah,
to
to
decompress,
relax,
do whatever to
yeah.
relax.
I agree.
Then step in
Yeah.
and help.
I agree.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Wow.
But what about, guys? Let's
Okay.
go, because I feel like let's go back to the deadbeat mothers. What if
Oh, yeah.
they're not even doing the fraction of that? We're talking about the solid mothers, and now, okay, obviously now we're talking about the solid fathers, but she's a deadbeat mother.
Ooh, that's a.
And the
Oh,
house is messy. Food
it's
is
not to be
cushion.
seen.
is cushion, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And she's still wearing the PJs from what you left her with. Her hair
What
is
do you call
just-
those? Postpartum depression?
No, forget postpartum. I'm talking
Forget
about
the postpartum.
Forget
Yeah,
postpartum.
I
We're
can't
talking
even hear
about
that word.
deadbeat moms.
Deadbeat
Just
mothers.
deadbeat moms.
Just like
deadbeat
went
mothers.
past the
Yeah,
first.
wait.
Okay.
We're talking about proper.
Wow.
Like she's a deadbeat mother, yeah. And he's working, and he generally loves his kids, and he wants to be like a good dad. But the house is a tip. She's just sitting there, and
And her excuse will be.
her excuse is, but I've been here with the kids all day. But it's just the
She's not
house is
making effort.
The kids are neglected.
I would first ask, what did the kids eat? Yeah, as a father, I would like, what did the kids eat?
And the deadbeat mother will say whatever's in their Dixie, which is hair.
No,
Stop.
seriously, because I need to know if their needs have been met that
Yeah.
day before I make a judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what did the kids eat that day?
Yeah.
What did they eat for breakfast?
So
What
if
did they
it-
eat for lunch? What did they eat for
Probably
dinner?
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Probably just neglect.
Neglect.
That's pure.
So what do we do for deadbeat mothers?
What do you mean? Like, as a father,
So-
I think he should take that child away from
Yeah.
the mother.
Yeah.
Are you mad? This is consistent, yeah? I'm not talking about one off, two
Yeah.
off. I mean, one off and then.
as
it happens.
co-parenting, yeah.
As
So you
this
think
is
that you should take her to court
full,
and to take
take
kids?
full custody of
Full
that
custody.
child.
I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
Are you mad? This child is under the mom's care, who's
Yeah.
not even meeting
And
the
it's,
basic
and it's
needs.
literally like neglect.
Yeah, not even letting her eat, not giving her food, not giving
Sir.
her clothes to
Sir.
wear, not put, and the environment doesn't look safe and it's
Yeah.
toxic. Get that
Get your
child
kid
Is
out
that
of
so?
that
Wait, so is he
place.
in the house with her?
No. I'm
No.
talking
Oh,
about
no, not in the
co-parenting.
house.
I'm going
Okay,
back to
co-parenting,
co-parenting.
yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
going
then
back-
Okay,
yeah.
so I would say a good father and a deadbeat mom. The good father should take full custody
Yeah.
of the child.
Yes,
immediately.
and I agree with
Immediately.
that.
Go on.
So if your baby mother or whatever, she's not looking after your child and anything, and you're a good dad, then you should take the precautions on taking a court and getting full custody of your child, or your children. Because if she's been neglectful and she's not taking care of the child, it's unsafe. Is every time you go there's always something. Then I totally agree with you guys. I think the child should be with the father if the father is a good, capable of man of looking after the children. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
no
there
question
are a lot
asked.
of good
There's a
fathers
lot
out
of-
there.
Mashallah,
And
there
I feel
is.
sorry for the guys that are such good fathers and they don't have access to the child because the
Oh,
mother's being
yeah.
I feel
difficult.
so
That's
sorry.
really-
But
Do they ask for, like, let's say if she's going through that, that means he needs to have evidence
yeah.
to go through that, isn't it?
You-
Because
He needs
it's
to go to the
hard.
court and he needs to
He needs
fight
to
hard.
find something. Like,
But I
it's
agree
not
with you.
easy to just take the mother away from her. You need to have a hard, like, evidence.
Yeah, evidence. That's true.
To
But
show that
obviously-
she's
yeah,
neglected
neglecting the kids.
by her.
But I feel like sometimes co-parenting gets, you know how they say, never mix business with pleasure. Never mix pleasure with co-parenting, because I feel like there's a
What do you mean?
stigma.
Like
yeah.
there's still a kind of like an on-off relationship between
Yeah,
them two. Okay.
and that makes it toxic. Like, let's say, for example, he could be a good dad. Yeah, women, as we know, they have high emotions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because the man she's very familiar with, she's comfortable with, he might come round and open sesame happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Open Sesame, I'm trying to be
Okay.
PG, but open sesame happens and they do whatever they do.
Yeah.
He wants to go back to being a dad and just going about his business.
Yeah.
What that man doesn't understand, he has created a cycle.
Yeah.
Because immediately she would think they're getting back together, the family will be established. And a lot of, like a lot of females and men need to understand this. No woman ever wants to be a single mother. But it happens because they want the family unit together. So they will overcompensate, they'll do
Yeah.
open sesame, they do everything. But not me.
Yeah.
Once you're out, you're out. I'm not giving you access because that means you're losing your value and you'll just become another statistics of baby mamas or just open sesames, and then it becomes toxic. You need to be. So I feel like
There's a lot of them like that.
So there's a lot, and then they're arguing, they're fighting, just like domestic. A lot of things happen.
Stay out of it.
Stay out.
Please
of it.
do not,
Yeah.
like I said, mix pleasure
With
with your
co-parenting.
co-parenting. No, stay
No.
out of it. It's
Leave
not worth
that
it for your
alone.
child.
Co-parenting should be professional. It's like
like a job.
Yeah, and and females, you need to stop being.
So how would they stop that if they're still in love? Like the woman, like you said, they're very emotional.
Yeah, that's
they're very,
true.
very.
But are they not thinking about their baby?
That's exactly my emotion would
My
be.
baby
true,
will come
yeah.
first.
No,
Yeah, of
but
course.
no,
But
but
there are-
Naima is right. There is girls that are so in love, Hodan,
crazy in
to
love.
the point where sometimes the kid is just there. But
They
for them,
use
they
the
want
kid.
the-
They
yeah.
use the kid to get access to the
Access,
father
yeah.
through
So
co-parenting.
The kid
And
is
be like,
sick.
"Come here,
Oh,
but,
the
you
kid
know."
is sick. When you come, for
Because
me
she's
that is
in love with
lame.
him.
Yeah, and it's so
Oh
lame.
my god. So no, she's just stuck
You
in
know
there.
what? For a guy, when you know your baby mom is in love with you, please
Don't. It's
sleep
not
with her.
worth it, honest to God, because I just feel like, firstly, she is just cray-cray, because there's a reason why you guys are not together. Yeah, and there's a reason why you guys are co-parenting. Yes, maybe, if he maybe did want to like rekindle that family, it's not about doing open sesame. It's really not. It's really not.
I think maybe she's doing it because she wants another child. She
No,
wants a
not-
sibling with her first child.
There's
Why?
always
Because
something.
business is
Yeah.
pleasure. Business is pleasure. Why are you doing that? That
Why
means
would I want to
you
go
want
through?
another child?
But why would you want to go through the same shit?
Because
you
you might as well be together and be in the same household.
the facts, and then
But then
just
there's
live
toxic
together.
in a house.
So then,
Back and
khalas,
forth.
then khalas. Do you know one thing? You know, I think people have such backward like mentality. Like like I'm a single mother and I've got one daughter. I counted my blessings. Eli didn't want me to be with this person, and I ran with it. I didn't think for a second shall I go through what I went through all over again just to give her a sibling, because I know what it did to me mentally and emotionally. I freed myself. Do you know what I mean? Why would you want to go back just to, like, your daughter is happy, like Allah granted you one baby who's that came from that man.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you guys aren't together. Why is like, what's the stigma? Oh, we need to have multiple kids by the same. No, just count your blessings and leave, because that guy
Just
isn't meant to be.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be. And then you're forcing it. Yeah, and what they don't understand is by forcing it, by manipulating the qadr of Allah, something worse can even happen to you.
Yeah.
So I would rather raise my daughter happy, healthy, look fine as of, you know what I mean, and just get on with my life. Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard, because it's like, okay, so you have a second kid, maybe even a fourth kid, maybe even a fifth kid, yeah? You'll still be a single mother, you know?
Now you're a
and
single mom
a
with
woman with
multiple
multiple kids. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
ain't nobody want to be alone for the rest of their life. And
Yeah.
guys, I'm telling you, they find it hard to take on one child. So imagine 4 or 5. So what are you going to do? Just do open sesame with the same black baby dad until you're 40 and be the side chick? No, you take your one child and you just move on.
Yeah.
That's
Respect
just me.
yourself.
Your point. I feel like
respect yourself.
have you spoken? I feel like
I don't know.
So
I'm
what's your
just
opinion?
going with what dead meat
what
mother.
were you looking at deadbeat moms? What do you think
Yeah.
about deadbeat?
Deadbeat mother, I would say, just stay out of the relationship. Like I said, stay out of the relationship.
Yeah.
Don't rekindle. Don't say, oh, please, I want another child. No,
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
begging.
There's
But
always
deadbeat
other.
moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or single
Because they
moms.
want to go back to, it's like
Yeah,
single
'cause
mom,
they'll
deadbeat
still
mother.
go back.
They still want to go back. That's a common thing now.
Yeah.
They want to go back to their ex.
Single moms and deadbeat moms.
Yeah, they will still
Yes.
go back.
That's how they neglect the child needs.
But they still want to have
and
more
they'll
kids.
chase their
Yes.
exes.
And they still want more
Say,
kids,
please, could you, and then
That's so
she's not looking after herself
irresponsible.
after that. Yeah, she's not looking after herself. At this point, you're not looking after yourself. Look after yourself first.
Yeah.
And look after your baby. Forget your ex at this point.
Completely. He doesn't even
Co-parenting
exist at
might
this
be
point.
difficult at this point. Get the court involved if it's too much.
Yeah.
Get someone involved.
Co-parenting and if the father's picking up the child, you don't do the communication. You do the communication through his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Not
else have to be
him
involved.
directly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
If you have a brother,
Yeah.
let your brother
Let your
just
bro-
pick
yeah.
and drop
Do
off.
it.
If he's a real man,
Don't-
he'll pick
yeah.
up and drop off, and they will do that.
The point is,
Yeah.
do not be the one that exchange.
Yeah.
Do the
That-
communication
No.
between that your ex directly.
If
Yes.
you can't
If
maintain
you can't
yourself,
maintain
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Emotionally, if you can't maintain yourself.
God.
Let me just tell me.
Oh,
let me
Ghana,
just remember
what is it?
something. You know, one thing that I don't like. What do we feel about women? Like, let's say, for example, there's a girl, yeah, and she's dating your deadbeat father. Oh, you're not dead.
Oh,
your
yeah,
deadbeat
that's a
child's
good
father.
one.
And she
That's
calls
a good
you,
one.
and and she thinks it's your fault that you're keeping the child. Yeah, when all in all, the truth, behold, is he's not in his child's life because he doesn't want to be in his child's life. But that woman is calling you up. You're the one that's hot. What do you think about that?
I haven't,
Sorry, that
I
put me
haven't
off.
heard that part.
That will put me off.
Well, say that again.
That will put me off as dating this guy.
Yeah, but
You're not there for your child.
I
You're
don't
dating
get
a guy
yeah.
who's got a kid
Yeah.
and he's not there for the kid, but they lie to you saying, oh,
So the
I'm
woman
there
rings
for the
you.
kid, and the woman rings him. Why are you not with the child? You're supposed to be with your
Yeah,
child.
yeah, absolutely. Do you know what? I feel, the woman should not be naive and should not be stupid, yeah? When
I love you say stupid.
Stupid. No,
I
it
love
is,
that.
it's like, when you are getting to know a man
Yes.
for marriage,
Yes.
yeah, and he has a child and you're okay
Yeah.
for him to have a child, that's fine, he has a child.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
a red flag for you, good, okay. But you need to know the relationship between him and the child. If he says, the child lives with the mother and I see the child, I don't know, once a month or something. If you truly want to get married to him, you need to really find out
course.
what
The
the
truth.
relationship is. Because what if he's actually a deadbeat? Because if he is a deadbeat, you don't want to marry him,
You
because
don't
then
wanna
he'll be a
continue this
deadbeat to your child
relationship.
too.
Yeah.
Facts.
That would put me off.
Because there's a lot of guys that
That
lie
really
about
comes,
it
yeah.
and say, have a child, and the mother doesn't, doesn't allow me to
It's
see the child,
pathetic.
when it's not the truth.
Excuse.
Just some cases that is not the truth,
It's
and
not
it's
the truth,
complete lie.
yeah.
It's just he's just
He's just making up.
It's a deadbeat.
And if
What
that
if
is
he's
the
trying
case,
to
there's
see the
proof.
child? What if he really want to work it and see the child,
Then
but the
show me
mother's
the
holding
proof.
up and she's
show me
Then
evidence
show me
that
the
you're
proof. Like,
going
did
to
you
the
go
court.
court?
Did you
Yeah.
go court?
And show me the messages where she aired you, or she said that you couldn't see the child. Like, woman, like, I feel like this is what I mean. Some women are emotionally weak. This is 2025. Ain't no woman, yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't speak a lot, but a woman like me can never withhold their child from their dad.
Yeah.
And anyone who really believes that,
They do. There is.
There
there is a case like that.
yeah.
There
But
are
I'm just saying-
mothers that
They
that
don't
don't
want the
allow the
dads to
child
get
to see
involved.
the
No,
dad
no,
because
but-
she has a bad relationship with him, so she's now
Using that against
Yeah,
them.
I get that.
against-
No.
yeah.
But I get that. But I'm saying, if I were dating a guy who said to me he doesn't see his kids, for me that would raise some sort of alerts and red flags.
Yes.
Okay, then show me. I'm not then gonna call a woman, yeah, and believe his side of the story. Show me the proof. Show me the messages. Show me the pictures, because I'm sure there's there's pictures. So when was the last time that you seen it? Show me your bank statements that you're still paying child maintenance. You gotta be on point
Show
with this.
me that
There
you're
is-
in contact with the solicitors.
Yeah,
that you're
I
going
say
to the court.
I say court.
Yeah,
Show me
no, no,
evidence.
no.
Don't get in the
Uh,
messy
yeah.
involved with her.
No,
You need to get court involved
No,
with this
I get
one.
That, but what I'm
Yeah.
trying
Third
to say,
person, isn't it?
No,
No way.
No. I'm saying if you were dating him, you're going off topic. If you're dating him, you're allowed to say to your partner that you're getting married to,
Yeah.
wait a minute, if she's really holding you, show me the proof. So do you pay child maintenance? You are allowed to ask
yeah,
that.
that one,
Do you
yes.
pay can you show me the proof? Can you log in and show me what had been? Okay, can you show me
So if he
like
does
the
pay,
interactive-
if he does pay the child's maintenance,
For
and
me,
then he
the
still doesn't
financial
see the
aspect
child,
that's not
and
the
he
only
still
thing.
doesn't see the child.
But what I'm trying to say, listen, guys. But this is where all the evidence comes. If he's paying child maintenance,
Yeah.
not all, but most men would then fight for the child to be in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when that man is, let's say for example, there's certain men that are not allowed to be in the child's life because domestic violence.
Yeah.
Pedophiles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So don't just automatically assume this man out of thin air, he's God's gift. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to it. There are some females who are ratchet and who maybe because she's got feelings for him, she don't want to let him see. But I'm telling you, the normal females,
Women.
yeah, like the normal,
Woman, yeah. Yeah.
females wouldn't do that because it's like she would want that support, yeah. And any woman in their right mind wouldn't stop that just because she's got unresolved feelings for a man.
Okay, let's
Doesn't
get
make
back to the
sense.
topic of evidence. Court for me, that's like you said.
Yeah,
court
court,
has to
100%.
be. I don't care about no text messages between you and your baby mama.
Yeah, it's
you
a bit
trying to get
messy.
access
No, but
to
I'm
see the
saying-
child.
no.
Just give me paperwork.
Evidence. Yeah.
Show me paperwork.
I'm like, is there court involved? If it is,
It's
then
a
that's
court-
it's a
good.
court
If there's
pending.
no court
Yeah.
involved and
Pending
you're still
case.
sending money,
Yeah.
that's messy for me. I'm not
That's
gonna
still
lie.
messy.
That is
It's
messy.
still messy.
No.
That will put me off. Like, why
No,
are you not put court involved, but you're sending money without
Yeah.
something involved?
No, but you
'Cause
guys.
anything
no,
could
but you
happen.
guys- no.
First of all, I
No,
wouldn't
no,
even
but
get
you guys-
involved with a guy who's got a court pending to get access to the child. Sort that out first before you speak.
Facts,
to
Yeah,
them.
facts.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, and I get what you're saying, but the reason why I'm saying it, child maintenance is a must. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
If he went to court and he got a rejected access, there's a
Reason
reason.
behind
Definitely.
that, yeah.
That is what I'm trying to
That's
say.
already evidence.
So that is what I'm trying to say.
That's
If you're
evidence
dating,
in itself.
That's enough, yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah,
That's
what
enough
I'm saying,
evidence,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Enough then.
But some females, babe, they don't think like us, Naima. Us lot, we are very like emotionally aware. But some women, babe, when they're in love, they're like the gags. They're like chickens. Let's be honest. And this is when I
No,
always
they need
say.
to do that. They're not in love yet. They're talking to a guy that they're not in love with the guy yet.
Well, clearly
just
they are.
There's another way to
talking
research.
About, I'm talking about a guy, a woman that is getting to know
Yeah,
a
yeah.
guy.
No, but you
for-
said married.
Yeah,
So
for
that's
getting
not-
married, but they're not fully in love yet. They're still investigating, getting to know
Oh,
the person.
that's fine. Then she
right?
can
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah. So in that moment, do your due diligence. Make
Yeah.
sure there is evidence that he is in the
Facts.
child's life.
Yeah.
Not like you want evidence. You don't want to just listen to what
He
he's
has to
saying
say, 'cause you
and
can't
say,
believe
yeah, I
it.
am in a
You
child's
can't.
life. I do see the child often. You don't know that
Yeah.
unless there's proof. And if he's willing to show you proof, that's fine. And
Yeah.
if you're happy with that, then proceed.
Then
but
proceed,
if
yeah.
you
If you
he
still
doesn't
don't
provide
believe
any
it,
evidence,
Yeah.
I
he's
think I
not in a
wouldn't
child.
believe it.
He's not in a child's life,
Yeah.
and the court is pending. That to me is still
Yeah.
messy.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
messy.
That is still in.
Still
you know,
like
it's
no.
in progress, and
Yeah.
it's not.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go to
I would
court.
be like, bye. This is too
Bye.
messy. Go. To me, that's a red flag in itself. What
It
are you
is.
doing talking to a woman for marriage when you're
When you
not
haven't
even got
seen
your
kids?
relationship
Yeah.
sorted with your child?
With your
Yeah,
child.
I agree.
Facts.
Sort that out first.
That's
that
true.
out.
No, I agree
Yeah.
with you. I agree.
Yeah.
There's another word where you call the police. What do you call it when you call the
Oh
police?
yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
And like
Claire's
invest-
law.
Claire's law.
That's it,
Claire's
Claire's law.
Always get a Claire's law on that, brother.
So what is Claire's law? Go on.
So Claire's law is basically is to protect you and to find out if he's on a sex offenders list,
Yes.
if he's got any like ongoing
History.
cases, history, violence, domestic, if he's like top
That's really bad.
really bad basically. Basically like you'll get a file to say
He's this
who
and
he
that.
is and what he's done and if he's on the sex offenders list basically. And you can anyone is allowed to do it, by the way. You can just go to the police station, give his name, his date of birth, and you can say this is for the single mothers. If you're dating, you should do it too. And for a girl that wants to marry a baby father, I think you should do it too.
You're saying what's the point of going through Claire's law if the person doesn't have a previous relationship? How do you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
if
do.
he said,
Domestic
if he
violence.
says this is my first relationship,
Yeah.
just still go through Claire's law.
Always.
In case.
Always.
Yeah.
And
In case there's a sex offender.
that's true.
Mm.
Yeah. Or anything, especially sex violence.
Domestic violence.
Domestic violence. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big one. And yeah, and so get a Claire's law. Just find out who he is and what he is. Yeah, and yeah, just voila, it is what it is.
Be
Do
careful
what
out
you
there,
gotta-
guys.
Be
Yeah,
careful.
wrap
And
it up.
also, one thing I want to say, I've always wanted to say this.
Okay,
yeah?
go on then.
If a baby mother wanted the child's father back, it's very easy to get. Baby fathers are the most easiest guys that you can get, by the way. Especially if she, that's true. Especially if she has a child with him, yeah?
Okay.
So when a woman sits there and says, oh, she's holding her child back, don't flatter yourself. If that baby mother had them once, she can have them twice, 3, 4, 5 times. If she's out, that means she chose to be out. Do you know what I mean? And the ones that keep going back is because they choosing or they still involved. But if that woman is just like a happy single mother and she's on her business, don't automatically assume, oh, she wants him back. He's not God's gift. We had a child that was God's gift. Khalas. And that's all I wanted to say. So
Yeah.
don't believe everything you hear and see, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Hopefully this
Yeah.
covers all.
Or
Yes.
Okay.
Hope you guys enjoyed
and
it.
I hope you enjoy this video.
subscribe,
Wrap it up.
subscribe,
Yes.
guys.
Comment down below what do you think of this dilemma and what
Yeah.
would you do. Okay.
Tell us
Yes.
everything.
Right.
We love you guys.
Love you.
And
Mwah,
see
mwah.
ya.
Love you.
Bye.